You've heard of King Midas and his golden touch? Well, China had Haokwa II. Only he didn't turn things to gold. He made silver flow like a river. And unlike Midas, he was very, very real. Most people think the richest men in history wore crowns, swung scepters, or ruled empires. But let me introduce you to Haokwa II, a man who didn't need a throne to be king. In fact, by the early 1800s, this Chinese merchant was so loaded, the actual Qing emperor had to lean on him for cash. Born Wu Bingjian, but known to the West as Haokwa II, he wasn't just any Canton trader. He was the senior partner of the powerful Kohong, the exclusive group of merchants allowed to trade with foreigners under the Canton system. You wanted tea, porcelain, silk? You went through Haokwa. And oh boy, did the silver pour in. British, American, Dutch, every major power lined up with silver in hand just to get their China fix. It's said that Haokwa himself handled 1/6 of China's foreign trade. His personal wealth? Estimated at $26 million in the early 1800s, which would put him well into billionaire territory today. When the First Opium War rocked China and the Qing court had to cough up a $21 million silver indemnity to Britain, guess who helped cover the tab? That's right, Haokwa II. Because when the emperor runs low, it's nice to have a billionaire on speed dial. But Haokwa wasn't just rich, he was respected. Even Western traders, who weren't exactly known for their flattery, called him honest, shrewd, and generous. And let's not forget, he was operating during a time when China was deeply skeptical of foreigners. Yet Haokwa managed to become the bridge between East and West, handling trade, smoothing diplomatic friction, and making a killing while doing it. His mansion in Canton? Basically a mini palace. His influence? Massive. He was even entrusted with managing foreign debts and imperial donations. You don't get that kind of clout by accident. And then comes the Silver River story. According to legend, one of Haokwa's massive vaults caught fire. Inside, so much silver was stored that when the heat reached peak chaos, it melted and flowed out of the building like a silver river, pouring into the streets. Imagine being so wealthy, your disasters look like mythological art installations. It's said people ran to scoop it up, but most just stood in awe. That's wealth on another plane. Of course, all legends have their twilight. When the Canton system collapsed after the Opium Wars, Haokwa's monopoly ended. He died in 1843, but not before cementing his legacy as one of the richest private individuals in world history. So next time someone mentions Rockefeller or Rothschild, casually drop Haokwa II into the mix. Because while emperors had power, Haokwa had silver, and even the throne knew it.